Okay, so we're going to get started with the speeches for the evening. And as most of you may or may not know, this is a dual event. So it started off as Saksham and Shreya's wedding. And it is September 1st, which actually happens to be Sunil Rawat's 70th birthday. So that is also what we're celebrating today. Hello, bride and groom. So we're just going to ask you guys if you don't mind taking a seat. Grab a drink, get a drink if you want, and have a seat. And we're going to start with all of our beautiful children. Okay, so first I'm going to introduce my middle daughter, Kava Hare.
Dear Nanu, happy 70th birthday. It has almost been a decade and you are already 70. I cannot believe it. I love hearing you commentate for cricket, and I also love it when you have different ice creams in the fridge when we come over. Even when you're in a rush, you always make time to get our favorite ice creams. You are a generous, loving, kind-hearted person. You make me laugh so hard when you tickle me while I'm sitting on your lap, and you also make me laugh when you're half asleep and half awake when you're taking laps on your recliner. I know all of those things that I just said made you sound pretty old, especially you taking naps on your recliner, but you look like you're in your early 60s. When Mama told me it was your birthday, I thought you were turning 65. You taught me to never give up and always keep pushing when you started to build the patio. Even though over the years I'm going to get older and so are you, it doesn't mean my love for you will change. It means my love for you will stay the same. I will never think that I'm cooler than you or stronger than you or even smarter than you. To be honest, you're all of those things. Smart, strong, and cool. Happy birthday, Nanu.
And now is my very handsome nephew, Nayam Rawat.
Thank you for being a good source of love and guidance and inspiration. You are always there for me whenever I need you. From the bottom of my heart, I say, thank you. You are the best dada ever. Ever. I wish this day will fill up your heart with joy. Have the best birthday.
Good job, Nayam. Good job, Nayam and Kava. And now this is my baby, Kaya Singh Hare.
Happy birthday, Nanu. I wish you the best 70th birthday ever. Thank you for taking me all around India. I loved the 4-day sleepover at your house last summer. I loved when we went to the swimming pool, and I loved going mini golfing. Thank you for always getting us ice cream and cutting up a kharbuza fruit tray platter for me.
Good job. Thanks, Kayas. And now this is my eldest, Senna Kaur Hare.
Dear Nanu, happy birthday. Are you 70 already? It feels like it was just yesterday when me, you, Nani, Kayas, Kava, and Naam would dance and sing to Hindi songs of Nani's choice. Do you remember that? I definitely do. I have so many awesome memories with you, Nanu, but you were too good of a grandfather for me to share them all today. I'm going to start with India. I'm so lucky to have my first trip to India guided by you. From the Red Fort to Holi, savory foods to delicious treats, and all the fun times in between, you made it 10 times more enjoyable. Not only did I go to India and experience the fun, but I also got to learn so many things about India. Who knew that the Taj Mahal took 22 years to make? Overall, I had a lot of fun in India with you, and the architecture, food, and the desserts. Speaking of desserts, you always have something delicious ready for us whenever we visit. The best part about this is that you always know our favorite treat. I bet you could name it right now. You know the brand, the flavor, you even know the right store to get it from. I love sitting in your lap, talking to you, and I love how you made this patio all by yourself. As the eldest grandchild, I'm so lucky to have a grandfather that can do all of these things. You are the perfect person to teach how to never give up. I hope that you know how much I love you and that you are the best Nanu in the world. Thank you.
Good job, baby. That was awesome, Senna. Now these are our eldest nephews from our Rawat side who live in Seattle. This is Arya and Anush.
Happy 70th birthday, Chota Dada. Although I might live in Kirkland and he might live in Bellevue, every time we come, you always have your house as a warm welcome to us, and it's always a very special visit. Even though we can't see you often, every time we always learn something memorable and have a fun memory with you. Happy 70th birthday. So coming here to see you guys have been the best 12 years of my life and the only 12 years of my life. I love you so much. Happy birthday.
Hi, Chota Dada. I wish you the best 70th birthday ever. I know me and my sister don't get to see you often, but when we do, it's very fun. Thank you for these 14 years of love, and I love you, Chota Dada. Happy birthday.
That was awesome, guys. That takes a lot of courage. Good job.
You missed out on
Kian? The baby of the family? Maybe later for Kian. No, it's okay. It's okay. Okay, I would like to introduce to you my brother, Nikhil, aka Manu Rawat.
Hey guys. Thank you all for joining us today to celebrate my father's birthday. It's not every day that we get together for such a milestone. A privilege to be able to have this opportunity to share what is in my heart about a man who means so much to me. Papa, I want to start by saying thank you. Thank you for your love, your wisdom, your unwavering support throughout my life. You have been a constant source of strength and guidance. And I do not think I would be the person I am today without you. As a child, I remember that great song you sang, Rona Kabini Rona. Kelowna. You were always the one who could fix anything and everything around me. A broken toy, a scraped knee, tough issues in my life. You were always there for me. Anything I did with school, you were always there for me. Your ability to handle situations with calm and confidence is something that I wish to learn and still want to learn for my son. On this special day, I want to celebrate not just the wonderful father you have been, you are, and but also the amazing man that you are. Your kindness, your integrity, your dedication, and importance of honesty are lessons that I want to carry on. As we celebrate your birthday, I want to acknowledge how much you have accomplished and how much you have contributed to the lives all around us, everyone here. Your achievements, big and small, are lasting. Here is to you, Papa, on your birthday. This year brings you happiness as you have given to all of us. May it be filled with joy, good health, and many more wonderful moments with people who all love you. I'll pass to my sister.
So I just want to start with, again, congratulating Gannu and Shreya, Saksham and Shreya, official names, for allowing us to do this for you today. It's been such an honor. And thank you to all of their friends, really good friends, for joining us. It's been really nice. So after this, we promise it's going to be like a dual thing, okay? This is long, guys. Sorry. Grab a drink if you need to. Okay, so I'm going to tell you a story that begins on September 1st, 1954, when the young parents, my Dadaji and Dadiji, Jayanti Rani Rawat and Manohar Singh Rawat, welcomed their third child, Sunil Rawat. Sunil and his 4 siblings were all born in the city of Rampur, UP. Their early childhood days were lived in, I'm going to say this the wrong way, Kotwar Garhwal. How do you say it? Whatever. And by 1962, Sunil and his family all moved to Delhi, which is where they finally called home. Growing up, Sunil and his siblings had a lot of good times together, which make for some hilarious stories. To start, we will remind Sunil of the endearing nickname that all of his loving chachajis gave him. Let's see if he remembers. Guya. Apparently, this was a term that was very commonly used for children who were considered to be whiny, or for lack of a better term, crybabies. So when Sunil was a very young child, he happened to cry a lot, and apparently for no real reason. However, he did eventually grow out his Guya days when he became quite the loyal partner to his older and much more mischievous brother, Anil. No, smarter. Though I am here to tell you Sunil's story, it does begin with the tale of two very close brothers who are known as Munna and Pappu. These two brothers got into all sorts of shenanigans together, and somehow Anil was always the culprit, and Sunil's lips were always sealed. Their eldest sister Guddi was away for school, and so was not around that often to keep her younger siblings in order, as firstborns naturally do. And their youngest sister Nilu was quite a bit younger and was known as the family's tattletale. For instance, their mother was quite strict about things, like many parents are. She did not want them to eat too much sugar, and she really wanted them to drink a good amount of milk every day. Oddly enough, Anil really used to like the taste of curdled milk. He had learned that if you mix just a little bit of achar into milk, then it would curdle. But their mother didn't want them to drink it because that obviously isn't good for you. So of course, Anil had to find a way to drink the curdled milk without their mother finding out. So one day, Anil had the brilliant idea of convincing Sunil to add the achar to the milk when their mother was busy. And being that Sunil had no clue what he was doing, he added way too much achar. And they all tried to forcefully drink this milk before their mother returned, but baby sister Nilu was not having it. So to keep Nilu quiet and avoid getting in trouble, they dumped the milk down the sink, and they mixed the very little remaining milk that was in the fridge with water, and then they slammed it back. Yet they still got in trouble because there was no milk left for chai that day. Often, to keep baby sis Nilu from telling on them, the brothers would bribe her with cookies. These cookies, which were locked up in a tin box on the top of a fridge and unreachable to any child, was like gold to these Rawat kids. So how on earth did they have access to this unreachable cookie box? Anil would convince Sunil to climb on his shoulders, delicately open the cookie box without making any noise, rearrange the cookies so that it didn't seem like anything had been taken, and then lock that tin box back up. Right there, sitting in front of that fridge, Anil, Sunil, and Nilu would stuff their faces with these cookies and promise their little sister Nilu that they could do it again as long as she didn't tattletale. One super fun day in the year of 1962, Anil decided that it would be a great idea for Sunil to steal 10 rupees from their dad. From his pocket. 10 rupees went a really long way in that time. So Anil seemed to just want to have the best day ever with his little brother. So the two boys went out for the day. They went straight to a dhaba and ate golgappe, chips, namkeen, limca, Fanta, anything, you name it. And yet somehow they still had money left over. Anil was well aware that they couldn't show up at home with money, so he decided to turn it into a very teachable moment. Anil and Sunil's first bank account. The two brothers dug a hole in the mud, placed their money into it, and covered it with a rock. And both boys thought, okay, you know what? This was an absolutely perfect day. Can't get much better than this. Let's do it again tomorrow. Only to arrive back at home with their mother waiting at the door, baby sis Nilu snickering behind them. Everybody was well aware that the money had been stolen. And what happened? Anil very honestly pleaded his case. I wasn't the one who stole the money. It was Sunil, which actually technically wasn't a lie. But unfortunately for big brother Anil, their parents knew them all too well, and Anil got the beats while Sunil sadly watched. And speaking of getting the beats, as the boys grew older together, they both played cricket on the same team. During a time when Indians didn't really want to play with people that were British. Unfortunately for these two Rawat boys, they really looked British back then. So their teammates would tease them and called them Gorelal. And although this didn't bother Sunil, Anil was a different story. Anil would get triggered and he would instigate a fist fight. And even though Sunil was not a fighter, remember, he was always a very loyal partner to his big brother. So of course, he would have to join in on this fist fight that he never wanted. And of course, they were always outnumbered and they would get their butts beat. And then they'd arrive back home, bloody and bruised, only to get another beating from their parents for starting a fist fight in the first place. Eventually, Sunil graduated high school from Delhi and moved to Almora, where he attended university and graduated with a Bachelor of Science degree. He then moved to Sonipat for pre-med schooling and then got a job with Unicam pharmaceutical company in Patiala, Punjab. Anil was working as an architect while dating his girlfriend, Madhu, Samra, at the time. Sunil and Neelu would often join in on their dates, all growing very close together, accepting Madhu as their bhabhi-to-be. And during this time, Sunil became Madhu's younger brother too, who she affectionately began calling, now his third nickname, Chote. Madhu would often bring her siblings along on their dates also, which is how Sunil and Cookie became friends. Because Cookie and Madhu are sisters, if you didn't know. In 1976, as Madhu was taking care of the Rawat household, which, by the way, Madhu is the Rawat family's family matriarch, Big Sister and Big Jiju, Pali and Jasdeep Khurana, sponsored all of the Samras to move to Canada. This is when Sunil and Cookie began writing letters to each other. They would talk about both of their experiences. Cookie as a new immigrant in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Sunil as a Goralal in Patiala, Punjab. This went on for a few years, the exchanging of letters, and by 1979, parents on both sides sat them down and said what all Indian parents do: it's time to get married. You're getting old. And that is when this budding friendship turned into a sweet romance, and then Lata and Lati officially became engaged. And I will just say our eldest cousin, Sonia Khurana, often refers to them when she talks about you guys together as the lattes. I love that. And just so we all know, Sunil did start calling his new love Lati, which she assumed meant darling. But Cookie soon understood in Garhwali, Lati actually means pagal, which for all you non-Hindi speaking means crazy. So Sunil defended his case by explaining, no, it means pagal in love. So at the tail end of January 1980, Cookie and our beloved Big Mom, my nanny, flew back to Delhi together. And they were greeted at the airport by the one and only Sunil. A few days later, they saw each other at Anshul Bhaya's first birthday. Where's Anshul Bhaya? Somewhere here. At his first birthday party. Then they went on one date to the cinema, and then they got married. Little different than Saksham and Shreya. 7 years. The newlywed couple took off to the beautiful Kashmir for their honeymoon, but of course, in true Munna and Papu fashion, it was a fun trip with two brothers who are married to two sisters who have been attached at the hip ever since. These four will forever come as a package. By April of 1980, Cookie brought her husband to the wondrous Winnipeg, where he began working as a corrections officer while running the store alongside, again, his eldest Jiju, Best of India. Best of India clearly was an authentic Indian store because it sold everything from fabrics to small appliances to cassette tapes. That's how you know it's an Indian store. And meat and video. The entire 1980s consisted of Sunil becoming a father to my brother and I, allowing us to watch Freddy Krueger and The Shining when we were 3 and 5 years old. Because that's what you do in the 80s. That's considered good parenting. Building his life and home for his family and creating beautiful bonds with supportive family members. Sunil developed a very strong affection for his new, very little sister, the youngest of the Summer family, Roma, who he had, at that time, always referred to as Kaki, which, by the way, even though she's a baby of their generation, Roma is a family, Samra family's matriarch. By the early 90s, Sunil decided it was time to leave Winnipeg to be with the family that he had grown so close to while living in Canada. And we moved to Vancouver. And this is where we have all been since. Over the decades, Sunil has worked tirelessly. He has raised a son and a daughter with unconditional love and support. He has generously spoiled, clearly with a lot of ice cream as you heard, 4 grandchildren, and he has deeply loved his wife. Sunil is a lover of limitless education. He is a lover of cricket, and he is a lover of Kishore Kumar. If you know him, these are things you know about him for sure. He is a type of man to offer you a place to stay if you don't have one, to offer you food to eat if you're hungry, and to offer you the shirt off his back if it's the last one he has. Through my dad, whether he knows this or not, I have truly learned the art or the act of seva, to give to those who need it, even if you don't have much to give. It's been said that women who enjoyed good relationships with their fathers as a child are more likely to select partners who resemble their dads. My entire life with my father, our relationship has been very special. For those who know us, you know how deep our bond is. He calls me Pimpi, which I guess that means that's because I was very whiny. So I was like Guya times 2, I guess. My father has always given me support in everything. He has never judged me, and he has always made me understand my worth. He has taught me how a woman should be loved and respected. My pop set the bar really high for me, but I do find it incredibly lucky that I have a husband who matched it. He's somewhere here. He's right there. Papa, you have been something and someone important to so many of us that are here today. You have touched our hearts and our lives and have left such a special mark. I ask for all of us to please raise our glasses. Whatever you got. And salute the man of the evening. Happy 70th birthday, Pa. We love you. Yeah. Thanks, everybody, for listening to that. My Masi, Pali Masi, would like to say a few words.
Thank you, Shanu. You really did a good job, and you made all the kids do a very good job, which is really brilliant on your part. And now I think we have heard too much for Sunil already. So I'm just going to say a few words that we are so lucky to have him in our family. He is more than a son, more than a brother to me and to all of us. And we really respect him, and he respects us back more than that, which is really commanding. And, it's like the family without him is not a family. He makes everybody together. He brings everyone together. And anytime, if we have nowhere to go, okay, Sunil, we are coming, or you come. So it's like we can't live without each other. Our family is so much together. And same goes for his wife, my sister. But it's Sunil's birthday, so I'm not going to talk about her too much today. Maybe she's jealous now. But she's also a wonderful girl. And now comes to his birthday. He doesn't look 70 at all. How many says he's 70? No one, right? Okay, so stay young, stay healthy like that, and we all love you. And now, congratulations to Saksham and his beautiful wife. Live together, love together, each other, respect your elders, and we'll see you soon again. Thank you, everyone.
Yes, the granddaughters would like to say something as well. Our niece is from Seattle.
Okay. So, hi, I'm Anshul's daughter, and I'm Anul's favorite granddaughter. No offense.
No, you're not.
Sorry. Anyway, we just wanted to say happy 70th birthday because I know for me, similar to like what Shanabu and everyone had already said, coming to your house was always like a second home, and there was always so much food, and I have so many memories of just like taking that and watching movies in like the family room. So, yeah, happy birthday, and we love you so much.
Happy birthday. Though I don't get to see you much since I live in Seattle, I treasure every moment I spend with you. You really make my heart fill with knowledge and empathy. Seeing you being happy here today at your 70th birthday is really joyful, and I'm so glad to have you, and I hope you have a great birthday.
There's one guy who totally fits in who'd like to say a couple of things. He blends in with all of us, if you can't tell. This is my childhood best friend, Ryan Mills.
Hello, everyone. This is not planned. Congratulations, I guess, is first and foremost to everybody here. I think we've had wildly different experiences. Me growing up, being a part of this family was just torturous. Having to come over, endure endless amounts of wonderful food, judgmental family, really always just in my business at any given time. So while I appreciate everybody here saying nice things, I am one that's a little sad that I have to endure this for another 40 years. And so I just wanted to say you don't look a day over 30. God love you. Thank you so much. And I appreciate everything that you guys have been in my life. So thank you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Sunil. Dear. Happy birthday to you.
अरे हमसे सीखो यार 45 साल हो गए और तब झगड़ते झगड़ते Anyways, thank you so much for everyone for showing up. Some of you have come from far places, and one couple especially came from India, Baroda, Gujarat. Thank you. तो इसको celebrate करने के लिए I would like to present a song that is from Evergreen star Shami Kapoor ji ke movie says. And if I may request, whoever likes to do Believe twist dance from 60s, please come join us on the floor. And थोड़ा अपना यार लटके झटके लगाओ ना, थोड़े से ठुमके लगाओ. आइए, come join us. One thing before I move on, most of you know, Manno, Nikhil, Ishanu, मेरे दो बच्चे. इसके अलावा मेरा सबसे बाद में जो बच्चा आया लेकिन इस बात में सबसे बड़ा हो गया, वो है गुरदेव सिंह कांगे पे. He has been a permanent part of our life. हमारा बेटा बता नहीं करीब 22 साल से हुआ है, and he has been a part of the family ever since. Thank you, Gurudev. and his loving wife, Rupinder.
दिलो जिगर लो जान लो हम तुम्हारे हैं सनम तुम हमें पहचान लो वो तुमसे अच्छा कौन है दिलो जिगर लो जान लो हम तुम्हारे हैं सनम तुम हमें पहचान लो मैं हूँ वो झोंका मस्त हवा का चलता रहूँगा जब से हुई है तुमसे मोहब्बत मिलता रहूँगा मैं हूँ वो झोंका मस्त हवा का संग तुम्हारे चलता रहूँगा तुमसे मोहब्बत मिलता रहूँगा हो तुमसे अच्छा कौन है दिल लो जिगर लो जान लो हम तुम्हारे हैं सनम तुम हमें पहचान लो ओ तुमसे अच्छा कौन है दिल लो जिगर लो जान लो हम तुम्हारे हैं सनम तुम हमें पहचान लो सीने में दिल है दिल में तुम ही हो तुम में हमारी छोटी सी जान है तुम हो सलामत हमको नहीं गम तुमसे हमारी दुनिया जवां है सीने में दिल है दिल में तुम ही हो तुम में हमारी छोटी सी जान है तुम हो सलामत हमको नहीं गम तुमसे हमारी दुनिया जवां है हो तुमसे अच्छा कौन है दिल लो जिगर लो जान लो हम तुम्हारे हैं सनम तुम हमें पहचान लो वो तुमसे अच्छा कौन है दिल लो जिगर लो जान लो हम तुम्हारे हैं सनम तुम हमें पहचान लो
Very nice, Masi.
मर के भी देखा मर न सके हम इसी लगी ने हमको बचाया तेरी नजर का जादू है शायद जिसने हमें फिर जिंदा बनाया मर के भी देखा मर न सके हम उसकी नगी को हमने बचाया तेरी नजर का जादू है शायद जिसने हमें फिर जिंदा बचाया हो तुमसे अच्छा कौन है दिल लो जिगर लो जान लो हम तुम्हारे हैं सनम तुम हमें पहचान लो वो तुमसे अच्छा कौन है दिल लो जिगर लो जान लो हम तुम्हारे हैं सनम तुम हमें पहचान लो वो तुमसे अच्छा कौन है Thank you.